Hey, it's Sam, and I want you to be prepared in 2022. And so I am doing my annual forecast, the 10 shifts that you must know, free web class for the year 2022, the Vedic forecast. It includes eclipses, retrogrades, important shifts, and so you can just click here, click the register now button, and you get to select. This is starting here on December 3rd, 4th, 5th, but there will be available times as well after that. You just give your name and email address and register. It's more than an hour of comprehensive updates. You know, a lot will be happening in 2022. We have 6 months of Mercury in Earth signs. That includes his retrograde cycles. Venus will start the year retrograde, then will go direct at the end of January. A lot of shifting of the lunar nodes, for example. The nodes change signs and move into the Aries Libra axis, where we're going to have a lot of obsession with ourself and others. The mystical teachings and connections, Jupiter in Pisces, starting in April 13th for all 12 signs, including yours. So one of the big things about this forecast is I'm going to be talking about Jupiter, not just in general as it goes into Pisces, but for you as well. Now that's going to be totally different based on whether you're, if you're Virgo, that's going to be in your 7th house. If you're Scorpio, that's your 5th house. If you're Leo, that's your 8th house. This is going to really affect you for the next year starting in April. And I'm going to talk about that very specifically for all 12 signs. Also, we then have a Saturn poking his head into Aquarius. It's a precursor for the next several years from the end of April until the middle of July. So Saturn pokes his head in Aquarius, then goes retrograde back. So we're going to get a precursor for the next about 3 years. Then at the end of April, then we have another couple eclipses. We have a very powerful Mars-Rahu conjunction that will happen in the summer. Again, the summer is going to be really big. Then we have both Saturn and Jupiter retrograde from the end of summer until the middle of the fall season. Then we have another eclipse at the end of the year. Actually, also, this will be October 25th. That will be in Libra. Then we also have a Mars retrograde cycle that's going to be happening at the end of the year. And so again, very big, many important shifts. Now you might have seen at the beginning of 2021, or actually the end of 2020, a lot of astrologers were talking about how, well, if you thought 2020 was bad, just wait until 2021, and kind of given the gloom and doom for 2021. Well, guess what? I wasn't one of them. I said accurately that 2021 was going to start pretty intensely, but then things are going to get better, and by early spring and the middle of spring, things are going to really improve, and it will definitely not be as difficult as 2020. And I was right. Again, you're right to listen to me. I'm just going to flat out say it. Stop being humble or whatever it might be. A lot of astrologers getting this stuff wrong these days. They're so biased by weird political ideas and all kinds of stuff, all kinds of gloom and doom, weird stuff going on now. And frankly, I'm not. I've been watching and doing these things for a long time, and there's a lot of great things ahead. And it's up to you to really take care of your mind these days. And a lot of that has to do with the objectivity of the astrologer and how these things are read. Again, while a lot of people were playing into a lot of this darkness and fear going into 2021, I wasn't. I said it was going to start pretty intensely, which it did. Remember, early January of 2021, and even up until January, February into March, there was still a lot of intensity and heaviness. But then things got a little bit better, for sure. A lot more hope. It was nothing like 2020. So again, you can look forward to that same kind of update for 2022. Again, a lot of intense things happening. There always are. But within that, you want some objectivity. You want someone who has been around, who has been tracking these things for a long time, who has a very good track record of it. And So as these nodes shift and move into the Aries Libra axis, as Jupiter moves into Pisces, as Saturn pokes its head into Aquarius, as we have these retrograde cycles, you want there to be a steady guide. And that's what this free web class will be. Again, all you do is you come and just click the register now button, and you're able to register, and you'll be able to watch and be informed. And again, don't forget that you'll really get a great insight into Jupiter as it moves into Pisces and how that's going to affect you personally from April of 2022 to April 2023. Jupiter in Pisces is a great transit, a way for you to really reconnect with your mystical teachings, your spiritual teachings, but it's going to affect everyone differently. Me as a Gemini, it'll take place in my 10th house. If you're, Libra, it'll take place in your 6th house. So you want to know these specifics. So within each of these 10 shifts, I will also focus very deeply on Jupiter for all 12 signs as well. So go ahead and register, and we'll see you on the web class.